Lesson 3 in our textbook also covers some methods from the string class. The length method as well as the substring method. Methods are something we're going to deal with the entire year. So what methods are? They're functions, okay? They give an action instead of just storing information like a variable. Now in the string class, there's a lot of methods. There's a lot of functions that we can do. This is Appendix B that I have open here. I just did a quick Java search in Google. I said, give me the Java quick reference. And this is something that when you take your AP test, you'll actually get this document, kind of highlights some of the things we're going to learn throughout the year. And under the word string here, I see 5 methods. These are the 5 methods you are required to learn for your AP test. Okay, and this is that idea of the Java subset. There's many more methods than this in the string class. These are the only 5 you need to know for your test. How many methods are there in the string class? Remember previously I searched on Google for Java string class and I got this method summary. There's a whole bunch of methods here. I'm not even going to count them all, but there's a lot. Okay, you can see I have one highlighted. That's the length method. That's the one we're going to look at in this video. It returns the length of a string. And over here I see int. That is the return type of this variable, of this method, I should say. Okay, so when you use this length method, Java gives you back an answer, essentially, and it gives you that answer as an int value. I'll show you what that means in a minute. You might also recall in a previous video, I was looking at the source code for the string class. Here we see where whoever originally wrote the string class included a length method. We're going to learn how to write our own methods in the future. Methods are very useful. Whenever you have a function that you want a computer to do over and over, instead of rewriting the code every time, often you'll write a method and then you can call that method later whenever you want to use it. Okay, so I'm back to our basic tester class here. I've shortened it up a little bit from what we previously saw. Okay, I've just got 2 strings, word 1 and word 2. I've got lion and tiger. If I ran this right now, it should print the word lion on the screen because I'm asking it to print the value of word 1. Okay, and it does. Prints the word lion just like I expected it to. So nothing too interesting yet. Now, this time, however, after word 1, I'm going to put a period, dot length. And at the end of the word length, I'm going to put an open and a close parenthesis. Now, when you do that, when you put an open and a close parenthesis at the end of a word, what you're doing is you're saying that that is a method. That's how Java's compiler is going to distinguish between a variable and a method. All methods have an open close parenthesis at the end. There's a reason for that we're going to learn more about in the future. Variables do not have an open close parenthesis. Okay? When Java sees this, it's understanding that I declared a variable, it's just going to store information. When Java sees length, it understands that this is a method. It's going to look to find where that method is initialized at. It's going to get instruction in there for what to do next. Okay, so we saw in that string source code instructions for what the computer should do. Basically, it's just supposed to return a count of how many characters are in that string. The word lion has 4 letters. So if I run this program, I should get the number 4 to print now, and I do. Okay, so instead of printing the word lion, it printed the number 4. Remember I said that that returns as an int value. Let me show you a little bit more we could do with this here. I could say int len, kind of like short for length, equals, and then I could take this function right here, okay, my method, and I'll put it right here, and then I could print the result len. All right, so again, what this method does is it returns an integer. Basically, what you could think of that meaning is that what I have highlighted is going to be replaced by an integer. In this case, it would be replaced by 4. So essentially, I'm just initializing this integer len to be the number 4. Okay, so that's not exactly what's happening here, but that's the way we could think of it. So that method returns an integer, and in this case it's 4. So I should get the exact same result now as I did before, and I do. Okay, the length method also counts space characters. So if I say lion space bear, even though I see 8 characters right there, I should get the number 9 to print now. Let's see if we do. Okay, and we do. It prints 9. The length method can be applied to any string. So what I mean by that is, instead of applying it to a string variable, you could actually apply it to a string literal. So right here, I could put a string literal, and I could apply the length method. Since the length method is found within the string class, we can apply the length method to any string object. And it could be a string literal or a variable that has been declared as a string. So let's see if this works also. Sure enough, it does. It prints 8. Okay? We could even do some weird things. We could concatenate together word 1 and word 2 and take the length of them. And again, I encourage you to experiment a little bit with this new length method.